Hello, I am Nathaniel Smith, and welcome to my first book review. The first book I'll be reviewing is Harmony by C.F. Bentley, or her actual real name, if I remember correctly, is Phyllis Irene Radford. I didn't remember that. It's in the book. Anyways, what to say about this book without spoiling it to you? Pronounce that wrong. Spoiling it to you. Spoiling. Yeah. This is an awesome book. I mean, really awesome. Harmony is... How... Okay. Let me just describe the main world in the sci-fi story. It is a direct space sci-fi story. Let me tell you the main world of Harmony, because it's crazy, because you have a mythological belief system much like the Greek mythology, but the treatment of the priests and the priestesses, most priests and priestesses, are a lot like... Okay, you're going to find out that a lot of this book is similar to the Bible, in mostly terms of Christ. I know, that sounds weird, it may sound religious, it may sound offensive, but it's not written as some religious allegory or something against religion or not against religion, as much as taking someone's belief and manipulating it wrongly to harm people. That is really the intent of this book. And this is where the main character of the book, Sissy, is a lot of times very similar to Christ. She's no goddess or anything. She doesn't do anything god. She is human. She is timid most of the time. Even when she's being brave, she's really timid. And, you know, she's hurt. She's lost many people the more the story goes, and she's somewhat tortured. To explain it to you this way, I'm going to read a little bit, kind of spoiling this, but I'm going to read this little bit of the book, which I absolutely love. It's some of the best parts of it, in my opinion. "I will do something to help these people," Sissy insisted. "They aren't people," Gregor retorted, as he took a firmer grip on her arm and dragged her back the way they had come. "If they're not people, then neither am I," Sissy insisted. She tried digging in her heels. Gregor merely nodded to Bertie, the driver who awaited them outside the office. He added his strength and determination to removing her from the premises. "You are a person because I have decreed it," Gregor replied through clenched teeth. "Never forget that. You owe me your loyalty, your obedience, and your life." The hovercam recorded it all. Yeah. This book delves into some serious issues. It doesn't preach anything, but it delves into prejudice. Because Harmony's culture was made by crazy mad scientists in an earlier history of this. And what they did was, we're going to make the perfect human race. They're going to be all white, so there's no prejudice, and they're going to all have their little separate groups to work together, but they're all white, so they can't be prejudiced. And guess what? They become prejudiced. People treating other people as inhuman. There's a lot of heavy... It's just an irony. It's an irony that scientists thought they could get rid of prejudice by having an all one-class society, and instead it just became prejudice anyways. And that's just part of the genius of this science fiction book. I just love it. I love it. It's so good. So yeah, if you love sci-fi, if you love it dealing on serious issues and touchy subjects, read Harmony. Oh, and also, I forgot, there's another aspect of Harmony as well. When there's not that God, Greek culture bit, like there's these goddesses and gods, there's harmony, discord, and they're gods and they're fighting, and there's like 7 of them. So there's that, and then there's, as I said, the whole Christ similarity with inhumanity by the religious order, and then the one person standing up against it. Whether you believe in that or not, it was still the similarities between both of them in that type of story. Although, to be fair, to let you know, there's no like complete copycatting Christ in the future with Sissy. It's not like that. Trust me. She doesn't die to save the world or anything like that. There's no. It's just similar in the fact that she's standing for people's rights against inhumanity, and that's something Christ did a lot of in the story. Whether you believe it or not, that's probably your own opinion there. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah. The other aspect to the world of Harmony is a very unique one. It's like a Dumas novel. Yeah, Dumas. The author of, like, The Three Musketeers. Because all the fighting and the soldiers and all that have weapons of a Renaissance-esque era. They don't have, like, a coat of arms or anything much, except maybe our main character, the other main character, who's a spy, and there's a little romance going on, but you don't have to worry about it. They don't even meet till, like, after 200. And they don't even really get into the romance, even mention the romance of either character. It's not until 280 something, I think 280 or 288, where the guy main character admits that he likes her. And you obviously see why, because of Sissy's caring. And Sissy admits it somewhere in 300 something. It's 370, 380. So it's not like a mushy-yushy focus on romance story. It's really just direct science fiction, just mostly delving into Harmony's world, but with a little bit of another world going on as well. Yeah, so I definitely, if you love sci-fi, read Harmony. Simple as that. No, space sci-fi, I should say, because some people just like that earthbound sci-fi. I don't know why. But if you like both, that's great. There's nothing wrong with earthbound sci-fi, by the way. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just... Anyways, it's a good book. It's a good book. So read it. Read it.